Today, I want to talk to you about something serious, something most people do without realizing how damaging it can be. It's the habit of telling everyone your plans. Yes, I mean that dream you're excited about. That business idea. That goal you keep announcing to friends, family, or even posting online. Hey guys, I'm starting something new. Wish me luck, big things coming. It feels good to say it out loud, doesn't it? But listen carefully, this habit can quietly destroy your future. Let me explain. When I was younger, I made the exact same mistake. I was full of energy, full of ideas, and I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I talked nonstop with friends about changing the world, building companies, becoming successful. We spent hours dreaming. And dreaming was fun. But I noticed a pattern. Every time I talked too much about my plans, nothing worked out the way I imagined. Why? Because the moment you tell people your plans, something dangerous happens. Everyone suddenly becomes an expert. You start receiving advice from people who have never done what you're trying to do. From people who are afraid of risk. From people who secretly doubt themselves, and sometimes, doubt you too. It's like inviting 100 chefs into one kitchen. Too many voices ruin the recipe. Instead of clarity, you get confusion. And there's another hidden problem most people don't talk about. Talking creates a false sense of success. When you share a big idea and people say, "Wow, that's amazing," your brain feels rewarded. You feel accomplished, before you've done any real work. That feeling replaces action. You spend your energy explaining instead of executing. Talking instead of building. Seeking approval instead of making progress. This is why quiet people often win. Now, some of you might say, but isn't feedback important? Shouldn't I ask for advice? Yes, but not from everyone. Not all advice is useful. Let me give you an example. When I started Alibaba, almost nobody believed in it. People said, "Online business in China? That will never work." Even people close to me told me to play it safe. If I had shared my full vision with everyone, if I had allowed their doubts to settle into my mind, Alibaba would never exist today. Here's the truth. The people around you don't see what you see. Not because they're bad people, but because it's your vision, not theirs. They haven't lived your thoughts. They haven't felt your hunger. They haven't imagined your future. So how can they fully understand it? That's why you must protect your ideas. Think of your plan like a seed. You don't dig it up every day to show people. You don't explain to everyone what it might become. You plant it quietly. You water it. You protect it. And one day, it grows into something no one can ignore. When you stay silent, something powerful happens. You become focused. You stop worrying about opinions. You start working instead of explaining. That's where real progress lives. When I was building Alibaba, there was constant noise. People laughed. People doubted. People said it was impossible. I didn't argue. I didn't try to convince anyone. I worked. Quietly. Relentlessly. Small team. Long nights. No money. No attention. And then one day, results appeared. That's the beauty of silent execution. You shock people with outcomes, not promises. Now let's talk about a difficult truth, jealousy. Not everyone wants you to win. Some people smile at you, but inside, they hope you fail. When you share your plans with the wrong people, their doubts slowly poison your confidence. Are you sure you can do this? Isn't that risky? People like us don't succeed that way. Those words seem harmless, but they kill dreams. So don't give jealousy access to your future. Let people discover your success when it's too late to stop you. I'm not saying you should tell no one. Be selective. Choose a small circle, mentors, supporters, people who have experience and positivity. You don't need 100 opinions. You need a few strong ones. Another reason people overshare is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of looking foolish. They think announcing their goals will force them to succeed. But fear is a terrible motivator. Confidence, not pressure, creates results. Failure is part of growth. Mistakes are necessary. If you keep your plans private, you give yourself the freedom to fail, learn, and improve, without noise. At the end of the day, no one cares about what you plan to do. They care about what you actually do. Results speak louder than announcements. So remember this. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strategy. Silence is power. Protect your vision. Focus on execution. Let success do the talking. One day, people will ask, "How did you do it?" And you'll smile, because the answer was simple. You stayed quiet. You stayed focused. And you kept moving forward. Thank you.